You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
To the multitudes and miracles that have been happening. The first miracle we read about in here is the feeding of the 5,000. How many know that when little can become much when you place it in our master's hands? Jesus took 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread and fed some 10 to 15,000 people and got some fragments back out of that thing. We have to understand that when we complete, but now I got to tell you this before I go any farther. When Jesus got finished ministering, Jesus turned around and sent the disciples across the sea and sent the people away. He's saying, this revival is over. This service is finished. Y'all got to go now because I've got to go make some contact with my Father. How many know that after God has used you and ministered through you and completed an assignment through you, that you have to have an opportunity to seek the face of God. You have to have an opportunity to allow God to speak to your spirit. You need a place of solitude. And if that was to Jesus was a very important priority. Jesus made time in his busy schedule to be alone with the Father. I don't understand how we can think that we can go through life and just go through our daily routine and not take a moment to bless God at least first thing in the morning for the very fact that he gave you life, health, strength. He gave you the ability to go to the job that you're trying to rush to. We don't seem to have time to talk to God, but the very second we get in trouble, we holler, oh Lord, I need your help. Jesus, I can't seem to make it. I'm trying to make somebody understand here. We're about to help you get out of the boat and show you how God's about to work in your life. Spending time with God in prayer nurtures a vital relationship with him and equips each and every one of us for the challenges and the struggles that we have to deal with. Now, the discipline of prayer itself will help us to grow spiritually, and we'll find ourselves becoming more like Christ as we spend that quality time in his presence. Geographically speaking, when you look at this 14th chapter of Matthew, you'll find that the journey across the Dead Sea was approximately 3.5 miles from shore to shore. But on this given night, the disciples encountered a violent storm. Bear in mind, we're talking about experienced fishermen here who knew something about sea lives. These particular experts had knowledge and knew how to weather any condition that they had to navigate, even if it was rough waters. But they found themselves fighting to steer their vessel, especially against strong currents and an unusually gusty wind. I like how Mark 6:48 says, it tells us that Jesus saw them toiling and desperately trying to row across the sea and decided to walk on the water toward them. Now, we deal daily with the waters of life, and how many times have we tried to accomplish various tasks in our own strength? How many times have we gone forth just to find out that we're working twice as hard and we're going nowhere fast? The boat here represents that place in life, that comfort zone, that familiar place, those surroundings that we see each and every day, those things that become monotonous to us. God is trying to pull us up out of that madness and out of that thing. Some of us got this thing packed down so well. I said it the other day and I've got to say it right here. Every time we get ready to show up for service, whether it's a Sunday or a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Friday or whenever you have, and God allows you to get up out of that bed and get yourself ready for service, we act like there's no real need to rush to get here. We've got the entire program memorized. We know exactly when the praise team is going to sing. We know exactly when the choir is going to do a selection. We know what the first prayer is going to be. We know when the pastor is going to call for an altar call. We know when the pastor's going to preach, and we know when that discipleship time is going to come, and we know what time they're going to say amen. We seemingly have lost our expectancy for the move of God. It doesn't seem like we want to see God move on our behalf anymore. We're just coming in with a business as usual mentality when we need to come in here with an unusual business mentality. We've got to stop looking for usual church and start reaching out for unusual church. If you want to see God move on your behalf, you've got to come in here with thanksgiving in your heart. You've got to come in here with a total praise on your lips. You've got to have lifted hands. You've got to have an open heart and realize that God is here to bless you, to
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.